Hello and welcome to my team selection video for Game Week 24. I did plan on getting this out earlier this morning. It is obviously Friday night when this does come out, but unfortunately the double Game Week 25 announcement totally ruined all those plans and the video had to be delayed because I had no idea what I wanted to do with my team based on how everything was going. If you've watched today's assistant manager video, you'll see what I kind of thought about the assistant manager chip. And it is actually something that I've decided that I'm going to be using this week. I was planning on using it in around Game Week 31, to coincide with the double game week in Game Week 33. But obviously now we've got two double game weeks back to back. It seems like a really good opportunity for me personally to use the assistant manager because I don't have a triple captain chip available anymore. So I've kind of spent most of the day sifting through different websites to really decide and plan how my team is going to look up until Game Week 29 when the blanks do come around. So I do have a rough draft of what I plan on doing. I'm not going to show you that right now because obviously we don't have actual confirmation on who double game Week 25 is going to be, so that is going to be part of next week's video. For now though, looking at last week's points, I think had a very small drop in rank. I think I dropped about 50,000 places, but we are still sitting around that 1 million mark. Still hoping to finally break into that because it's getting quite late on in the season. I would like to finish with a decent rank. A kind of average week again. Everyone kind of done all right. No one absolutely exceptionally well. Trent with a 5, Gabriel with a 7, Gordon with a 5. Isak was the one who performed the best, of course, would have been the best captain. We did speak about it in the captaincy video. Unfortunately, he did end up outscoring Salah, which wasn't good for my own captaincy, missing out on 5 points there, but nothing too bad. The benchings were good. Last minute, I posted a tweet, about Jimenez or Chris Wood, ended up opting for Jimenez. It made zero difference whatsoever. So nothing really too exciting going on, but obviously the main part of this video is the plans for Game Week 24, so let's jump straight into it. So using the graphic again from today's assistant manager's video, this is what I'm planning on doing with the assistant manager, and it's getting the 5 games out of it. Starting off with David Moyes, because obviously I don't have a lot of Liverpool or Everton players. I'm not a fan of Slot whatsoever, so I'm just not gonna try and mess up my whole team to find 1.5 million so I can get in Arne Slot, who's going to have no chance at table bonus. So I'm going to be getting in David Moyes, trying to find extra moves to free up 0.5 million that makes him available. A nice double for him as well, a game where they should win, so hopefully we just get some normal points against Leicester, and a game with potential table bonus against Liverpool at home. Even a draw would be absolutely brilliant for points for him. Then next week the plan is to move to either Unai Emery or Marco Silva, depending on what happens in the Carabao Cup. If you want a full explanation on that, again, just go watch today's assistant manager video when you've watched this one. But Emery is the choice there. He's got another chance at the table bonus again against Liverpool at home, a really nice game against Ipswich, and then the potential to do something in Game Week 26. Again, could potentially move him on as well to a different manager in Game Week 26, but I don't want to look that far ahead. Marco Silva's the same. He's going to have a chance at table bonus against Nottingham Forest as well, so either way it makes sense for me. In terms of the transfers that leaves me with, I actually did Wood and Flecken to Wisa and Pickford last week. I think it was, Sunday night before Pickford went up in price, which I'm kind of regretting now because obviously I could have planned a bit better now with the announcement, but obviously there was no way of really knowing that, games with a less than 5% chance would get moved to Game Week 25. So I managed to get in before the price rises on the likes of Pickford, but I still two players that I wanted to get in. Realistically, I wanted to get in Visa and I wanted to get in Mbeumo, so Flecken had to come out because I've obviously got the double Bournemouth goalkeepers, so I couldn't get in Mbeumo and Wisa because I would have had 4 Bournemouth players. So Flecken had to come out, and it made sense to take him out for the guy with the double game week in Pickford and decent enough fixtures and plays in Game Week 29. Right now I'm planning to try and not use my free hit in Game Week 29, so we'll see how that goes. Wood came out for Wisa. again, Wood's fixtures just aren't really great at the minute, so might as well go for someone who has better ones. And then trying to free up budget, I'm going to have to do this move, unfortunately, this week, which I didn't really want to do, but that's take out Gordon for Justin Kluivert. Gordon has Fulham at home, so I probably would have liked to keep him for another week. Kluivert has Liverpool at home, so not a great fixture at all. And I really wanted to get in Dango instead, but we are still a couple of days away from the end of the transfer window, and we're still not sure whether Bournemouth are going to sign a new striker. If they do end up signing a new striker, that really brings down the appeal of Dango Tara. So just playing the safe pick now and going for Kluivert. He's on penalties as well, so again, like I said, ideally would have waited a week for this, but I needed to try and find some budget, and Gordon to Kluivert just made the most sense. So that leaves me with a team that looks something like this. We've got 3 double game week players this week in Trent, Salah and Jordan Pickford. Again, didn't want to load up massively on the Liverpool players, and now that they have a good chance, a 68% chance of doubling in game week 25 as well, kind of wish I had got in Gakpo. But what can you do at the end of the day? There was no way of predicting that fixture coming in here. So we're only going with 2 Liverpool players. Again, not really interested in slot, even though it was perfectly available for me. So David Moyes is going to be the assistant manager. Assistant manager chip will be active this week for game week 24, 25 and 26. Pickford with the double as well. A big clean sheet chance against Leicester. And hopefully they can do at least pick up some saves against Liverpool is all I'm really asking for. Salah's going to be the captain. Obvious reasons. I never had a captaincy video out this week because I had a lot of stuff on with the Champions League videos and a lot obviously with the assistant manager video and that. I just had to prioritise other things, and at least it was a very, very easy week to decide who the best captain was going to be. It's going to be Salah with the double game week, so obvious choice there. Didn't really feel like it needed a whole video either for that. So that's where that is, just in case you were wondering. Rest of the team looks okay. Gabriel against Man City, I actually think is more of a chance of him picking up a clean sheet than there is against for Gabriel against like an Ipswich. That just seems to be the way that it goes with Arsenal. Midfield's looking fine. A lot of home fixtures in there. Palmer, Bruno, Kluivert against Liverpool, which I do have to start. Rodgers in great form after a Champions League hat-trick. He's got Wolves away. And then we've got the double up front with Isak and Wissa. So very nice. We've got another Jimenez benching this week. This is the reason why I kept him though, because I did speak about it last week. He was a popular transfer out, and he is the second most popular transferred player out this week as well. I did speak about the chance of him getting a double game week in 25. So obviously if Spurs can go on and continue their lead and beat Liverpool, then Jimenez will have a double game week next week alongside Castagne. So depending on how the cup results go, this is how it's going to look for me in game week 25. I don't have any transfers left over now that I've used 3 this week. My transfer next week's going to be using Moyes, going to be used to take out Moyes to one of Silva or Emery. So that does leave me with this pretty much. If Liverpool can go and beat Spurs, I'll have 3 double game week players in Trent, Salah and Morgan Rodgers. If Spurs can hold on against Liverpool, I'll have Jimenez and Castagne, no Spurs players for that double game week. And then in the off chance, I think a very low chance, I want to say 16%, that Arsenal can overturn Newcastle, then I'll have Gabriel and Palmer with the double game week as well. So I'll be rooting for Liverpool. Makes the most sense for me in terms of the most players, and honestly I probably would rather have Unai Emery as the assistant manager. Saves a little bit of budget as well. I think Emery's only 0.8 and Silva's 1.1, so that 0.3 million could go somewhere in the next 2 game weeks. So that's how it's looking for me this week. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. Do you agree with the transfers? Are you also going for David Moyes this week? Let me know down in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video. Good luck for double game week 24, and I'll see you all in the next one.